Hey guys, it's your boy Weech. For today's video, I'm actually going to walk you guys through how I write a song. So first, I want to talk about the process. Now, every song is different. More often than not, I end up spending like a week to 2 weeks just like in the songwriting phase because I want to like get the chorus down, I kind of like rework it and all this stuff. And other times I can write a whole, song in a day. So for this beat in particular, I'm going to show you guys kind of how I did it. So I'm going to play a little bit of the beat so that you guys can get a feel for the song.
Astro, wake up silly. Astro, wake up silly.
Okay, so shout out to Young Astro for making this beat. This beat goes really hard. If you guys have been watching some of my videos, this beat is actually very different from the stuff I usually do. And to be honest, this is just kind of a free tip. One thing that helps me is actually writing to beats that I don't usually rap on or have never tried to rap to, things like that. Just because I feel like it pushes you to write a different way. I feel like it's kind of like expanding your vocabulary a little bit, trying to hit beats that you don't normally do. So that's something that I recommend as well. So there's a couple different ways to go about it, but how I usually start is once I pick my beat, I try to get a feel for like the energy of it. So like this beat, it sounds very, to me, kind of like a little Uzi a little bit. I could see this as being like an alternative hip hop. This has like a lot of, this is just something very different that I'm not used to, but I really like the melody and the way it starts. So the first thing I like to do is try and tackle the chorus. So I'll kind of sit there and loop it, keep listening to it, and I'll sort of start like humming to myself. The first thing that I want to do before I actually write any lyrics is kind of get a feel of what vocal structure, as far as like, do I want to go fast, do I want to go slow, is something that would work really well with this song. And I was really fucking with this song because it didn't take me very long to come up with a chorus that I thought was pretty good and pretty strong. I always feel like the chorus is the hardest part about the song. So if you're able to get that down, really it's just like, not downhill in a bad way, but it's like it's going downhill from here because everything's easier. So once you have that flow down for what you want for the chorus, it's time to actually start putting in some words. So how I said earlier, I kind of like to hum just to kind of like as placeholders so I can kind of feel if the flow hits the chorus good. And then once I do, I actually start worrying about what the actual words are going to be.
Shawty, yada, options come to me, let's get it poppin'. 300 plus in the bag, don't wanna spend it talking. Money falling out my pockets when you see me walking. I got 3 bitches inside the crib and they all toxic.
What works really good for me actually is to just stop thinking, listen to the song, and sort of let it tell me something. Like, I know that sounds really weird, but it's, to me, like, music is a feeling. So I listen to this beat and I'm like, what is this beat telling me? Like, if this beat was a movie, what kind of movie would it be? And then I kind of start to fill in the pictures from there. I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but, once you have that chorus down, it's time to move on to the second part, which is, sometimes it's the bridge or sometimes it's the verse, depending on your song. For this one, it's the bridge. And then the only thing you want to make sure is that your bridge is sort of coherent with the chorus. So you don't want to like talk about robbing a bank in the chorus and then, the second part just be like, oh shit, like I'm trying to take my girl to Sonic and wine and dine her and shit like that. Like, I guess you could, but you really want to have like a linear structured song. So maybe if you could tie it in well, you can do that. But just to keep it as linear as possible, you kind of want to try and have like similar ideas flowing. One thing that I like to do to keep the audience engaged, I think, when they're listening to my song is to kind of have different flows. So I don't want to rap the same way throughout, everything. So the chorus may sound one way, and then the next part, like, I'll come in on a different part of the beat and just kind of, I'll be like, whoa, just like a flow switch real quick.
Shawty, she like all the cream, diamonds, they shine on my teeth. Yeah, I took the bitch for a ride, and she came back with a leash. I started to whip with no keys, which boy you addicted to cheese. She wanna Netflix and chill, I guess I'm watching the Scream.
And then kind of when you go into the verse, I kind of like to have a mix of like what I was doing in the chorus as well as a mix that I was doing within the bridge.
Thanks for your input, I don't need advice. I let it hit, but I'm not talking lies. Fuck what you heard, cause I ain't really nice. We popping pills until one of us dies. 0 degrees at the crib, it's all ice. My whip a phantom, so don't be surprised. Walk in a room and you see poltergeist. Don't be afraid, it's just one of the guys.
once you have your chorus, your bridge, and your verse all down, really the only thing that I think to do left from there is to kind of go back in, listen to it with fresh ears. And what I mean is that sometimes when you've been working on a song for like 2 or 3 hours straight, the song is going to sound pretty much the same way throughout if you're just making small changes. And that's why it's important to kind of take a break and come back to it later with fresh ears, just so that way you're implementing like all the tweaks and all the things that you want to do. Once you have that, I like to go back in and kind of throw in some ad-libs. And then one of the cool things that I like to do is I actually like to, I have my ad-libs L and my ad-libs right. So I have some stuff geared to the left and sometimes to the right. And I feel like that's a very cool for the listener to kind of hear both things.
Yeah. Thanks for your input, I don't need advice. I let it hit, but I'm not talking likes. Fuck what you heard. No, baby, don't be surprised. No, baby, don't be surprised. No, baby, don't be surprised. No, baby, don't be surprised.
If you guys want like another video about like how I write the verses that I write and kind of be more specific into it, because I think in this video I was just kind of show you guys how I structure my songs. I didn't actually go into depth of like why my lyrics are my lyrics, you know, or anything like that. So let me know if that's something that you want to hear. As far as the effects that I chose for this song, it really felt like it was up to the beat to decide that for me. So I went in with like my regular voice that I do. If you guys have heard some of my other songs or some of the videos I put up on here, this sounds completely different. I tried to do something crazy, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I really like it. I feel like I might, you know, on the side, maybe make a song or two like this. I feel like going back and listening to everything after I tweaked it is honestly just really cool to think that I wrote this song all in one day. I recorded everything in one day. And then I, you know, worked on it the next day again just to kind of tweak things. And now it sounds, you know, a way that I really like it. And so I think this song turned out pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys hear the full song. Let me know if you guys fuck with it. Let me know if you guys want that other video, because I'm totally down to kind of help you guys through that one. If you guys want to know more specifically about, I guess, how to write lyrics better or anything like that. Like I said, the song is going to be at the end for reference. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And hopefully, whenever you guys are writing your next song, maybe these tips can kind of help you structure it differently as well. But all right, I'll see you guys.
Wake up, silly.
Yeah. Shawty, yeah, the options come to me, let's get it poppin'. 300 plus in the bag, don't wanna spend it talking. Money falling out my pockets when you see me walking. I got 3 bitches inside the crib and they all talking. She like all the cream, diamonds they shine on my teeth. Yeah, I took the bitch for a ride and she came back with a leash. I started the whip with no keys, which boy you addicted to cheese. She wanna Netflix and chill, I guess I'm watching the Scream. Thanks for your input, I don't need advice. I let it hit, but I'm not talking likes. Fuck what you heard, cause I ain't really nice. We popping pills until one of us dies. 0 degrees at the crib, it's all ice. My whip a phantom, so don't be surprised. Walk in the room and you see both the guys. Don't be afraid, it's just one of the guys. Yeah. No, baby, don't be surprised. 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 Shawty, yeah, the options come to me, let's get it poppin'. 300 plus in the bag, don't wanna spend it talking. Money falling out my pockets when you see me walking. I got 3 bitches inside the crib and they all toxic.